Every manager wants to hire a person that can make their life easier as quickly as possible. If you can position yourself as that person, you're going to be seen as the most competitive person for the role, and it is likely that you'll get the job. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I'm Jen Tardy, I'm your career success coach, and I'm going to break down my 3-point method to position yourself as the most competitive candidate. And do not forget, stay until the very end because I've got a gift for you. You don't want to miss it. Let's get started. To position yourself as the most competitive candidate, step 1, find out what the priorities or challenges are early on in your interview. This will require you to ask questions during the interview. Do not wait until the very end of the interview. If you've waited until the end of the interview to ask any questions, then you're already losing out on this, okay? As a matter of fact, ask this question in particular. What are the top priorities or challenges that a person hired into this role could take off of your plate immediately? Did you like that question? Okay, I'm gonna share it again. What are the top priorities or challenges that a person hired into this role could take off of your plate immediately? Now, what I like about asking this question is that you're now talking that interviewer's language because you are already thinking about how you can relieve your future boss's workload, which in their eyes, it's a really good thing. Also, what likely stays on the mind of a leader are those two things, the challenges that need to be fixed and the priorities that need attention. So now they become more present in the interview because you're talking about things that matter to them. And check this out, they will answer you. Step 2, position yourself as the solution. So if you've done the work before, or you've solved this specific challenge, or even a similar one, say it. Say, hey, we had the same challenge at my last company, and here's what I did to fix it. Or say, I've actually worked on an initiative like that before, and here's what the outcome was of that initiative. Now do you see how you're positioning yourself as the solution? The most competitive person is the one who has implemented one of those priorities before or solved one of this exact same challenges before. Or maybe you're the one who has solved something similar to that challenge or priority before. Or you're the person who may have studied these challenges while in school, or you've learned about some solutions for these challenges at an industry conference and would love a chance to implement what you've learned at that company. So position yourself in one of these ways and you're definitely going to be seen as competitive. But before I move on to step number 3, which, brings all of this home, I'm curious, has anyone ever tried any of these strategies before? If so, tell me about your experience in the comment section. Let's get a conversation started. Step number 3. Remember those priorities and challenges that you've learned that mattered most to the interviewer before? Now, any questions that you get in the future, I want you to reframe those answers with those same priorities and challenges. It's almost like the boomerang effect, where you already know their language and you want to continue to show that in your other answers, those priorities and challenges are just as important to you. Here's an example. Maybe the interviewer told you that a big challenge on their mind right now is turning around a disgruntled client relationship. Maybe you've already stated that you've done this successfully in your past. And then later in the interview, your employer asks, what will be one of your priorities within your first 60 days of working here? Now, my answer would boomerang back to that disgruntled client. And I would say, hey, one of my top priorities would be to rebuild trust with that client that you were telling me about before and to restore that relationship. Because again, if it's a priority to you, it's a priority to me. And I would want to take care of that within the first 60 days. Do you see how this works now? Remember, you've got this. Hey, listen, while we're on this subject, If you like this video, then you may want to check out this other video, 5 signs an employer really wants to hire you. You can check it out right here, or you can go down to the description or to the details of this video and you can find it there. Thanks for staying all the way to the end of the video. Didn't I promise you a free gift? Well, go back and look in the description below, click the link and grab one of my free guides, which is 10 amazing questions to ask during your interview. So you like that first question, there are 9 other questions just like that. It also includes the one question that I tell all of my clients to ask at the very end of the interview that really helps to seal the deal overall. So if you're watching this video and you want to know those questions, get the guide. It is a free guide that can help you along your journey. By the way, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel and tell somebody about the video. These are some absolute golden nuggets. So in the next video, if you want a sneak peek into what we're talking about next, we're gonna have a conversation about why you're likely not getting paid your worth. So come back again next week. I'm Jen Tardy, your career success coach. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.